friedlicher Protest immer möglich sein muss, aber eben friedlich.
Say it now. Black Lives Matter.
This is an abuse of power. It has to be denounced.
You've been reluctant to comment on the words and actions of the U.S. president, but we do have Donald Trump now calling for military action against protesters. We saw protesters tear gas yesterday to make way for a presidential photo op. I'd like to ask you what you think about that, and if you don't want to comment, what message do you think you're sending?
We all watch in horror and consternation what's going on in the United States. It is a time to pull people together, but it is a time to listen. It is a time to learn what injustices continue despite progress over years and decades. But it is a time for us as Canadians to recognize that we too have our challenges, that Black Canadians and racialized Canadians face discrimination as a lived reality every single day. We see you, we see the discrimination that racialized Canadians live every single day.
Watching events unfold across America in recent days and the actions and rhetoric from the American president have been distressing. So can I ask the Prime Minister, what representations has he made to his ally Donald Trump? And at the very least, Prime Minister, say it now, Black Lives Matter.
Prime Minister. Well, Mr. Speaker, of course Black Lives Matter, and I totally understand the anger, the grief that is felt not just in America but around the world and in our country as well. I totally understand that and I get that. And I also support, as I've said, the right to protest. The only point I would make to the House is that protests should be carried out lawfully, and in this country protests should be carried out in accordance with our rules on social distancing.
Und dass der friedliche Protest, den wir in den Vereinigten Staaten sehen, im Übrigen mit vielen sehr bewegenden Gesten, auch amerikanischer Polizeibeamter, dieser Protest ist verständlich und mehr als legitim. Und ich kann von hier aus nur meine Hoffnung ausdrücken, dass die friedlichen Proteste nicht weiter in Gewalt münden, aber noch viel mehr die Hoffnung zum Ausdruck bringen, dass diese Proteste etwas bewirken in den Vereinigten Staaten.
You know, we here in Europe, like the people of the United States, we are shocked and appalled by the death of George Floyd. And I think that all societies must remain vigilant against the excess of use of force. We have to be sure everywhere, especially in societies which are based on the rule of law, democratic representation and respect for freedoms and liberties, that people who are in charge of taking care of the order are not using their capacities on the way that has been used on this very, very unhappy death of George Floyd. This is an abuse of power, and this has to be denounced, it has to be combated in the States and everywhere.